Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, July 10, 2022. There may have never been so many planetary positions together at one time that will allow you to really get what you want out of life. You are in a period of self-fulfillment, and it's as if life has suddenly become a lot easier for you. You are in control of the situation. Use your skills as a leader to make all of those dreams of yours come true. Today, the position of the planets unveils the atmosphere for the next year. The next few months might turn out to be a real turning point in your life. You may have a change of heart about your career goals, or the way in which you deal with your personal life, or you may be thinking about some changes in the way you manage your finances. Keep an eye out for the signals the planets may send your way, especially in your contact with other people. You work hard for your money, but you also enjoy the company and affection of those you work with. Today you should feel this more than ever. More than one person is apt to express admiration and appreciation for what you do, including someone in authority. Whatever transpires could well influence the powers that are involved when it comes to your next raise. Continue to work hard and be very nice to everyone. Imagination and fantasy are a big part of your thinking today, and you should not hesitate to embrace this frame of mind. There is a great deal of power that can be drawn from your sense of freedom to explore and dream. Your thinking is more of a higher consciousness at this time, and you should take advantage of this lofty perspective by seeing things from a more neutral point of view. Don't hesitate to let people into your far-reaching plans. They will be curious and interested in hearing about your ideas, giving you some useful advice at the same time. Take criticism seriously. This will help you to become more aware of your weaknesses and to make progress with your previous plans, improving your chances of success. Even though it seems as if everyone else around you is getting busy with big new plans for the future, you should slow it down and bite off only as much as you can chew. Don't hesitate to let people into your far-reaching plans. They will be curious and interested in hearing about your ideas, giving you some useful advice at the same time. Take criticism seriously. This will help you to become more aware of your weaknesses and to make progress with your previous plans, improving your chances of success. With today's energy, you can take great steps towards getting things in order. Tackle those desk drawers, closets, storage rooms, filing cabinets, or whatever. Organization is a prime activity, and when you engage in the process of creating order, a sense of peace and personal control can occur. Mental organization such as goal planning, brainstorming, or scheduling will add to this as well. Do what you can to sift through and clean out as many corners as you can. If you feel a pull toward family on this day, it won't be surprising. You might find that regardless of the projects and commitments you have happening on the work scene, your heart won't be in them as much as usual. This vibration will draw you toward the home and the people in it. Given your tendency to work long, hard hours, consider going with the flow of this essence. It might be beneficial in ways that aren't readily obvious to you. The day ahead may be a pleasant surprise for you. You've yet to see proof yet that you'll succeed in the romance department, but it seems as though you are on the right track. You've been aching to rid yourself of the cloud of gloom that has reigned over the past few weeks. Glistening rays of optimism take a huge weight off your low morale. Enjoy your bright, sunny disposition. As you move into the final 2 weeks of your birthday month, there is every reason to look to the future with confidence, and especially when it comes to following your heart. A friendly aspect to the moon in a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart might be a timely but temporary event. It has links to forces on the playful and adventurous fronts that will be there for the whole of this new solar year. After Mars left your career sector earlier in the week, there is also a chance to find a better balance between work and play. The moon is making its only visit to your romantic sector during your birthday month, but also the only visit while Venus, the planet of love, is in a nostalgic part of your chart. The same romantically charged lunar vibes are giving you a chance to look to the future while at the same time adding to a sense of romantic nostalgia as Venus takes your heart on a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane. Our eyes in the sky. Today is the third time Mercury and Neptune have squared off over the past few months. The first time was on May 22nd, setting the tone, and the tension, for Mercury's retrograde that started on May 29th. The second time these two planets squared off was on June 5th, during the height of Mercury's retrograde. Paranoia, anxiety, and uncertainty could heighten. Mercury is in its post-retrograde shadow until tomorrow, so it's important to realize that we may not hear or understand the whole truth of some situations. This is a very sensitive astrological aspect, which could make people assume the worst. Depression and friction could rise, and the chance of projection is high, so be careful not to soak up other people's sentiments. Be kind and compassionate, and don't take your bad moods out on others. If people come at you with drama, you can opt to disengage. Take care of yourself and put your needs first. Tonight, Venus in Leo opposes Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. This could make us feel insecure, as though others are ignoring us. Don't worry about what people are doing and feeling. Only focus on how you're feeling. Give yourself an emotional lift by implementing self-care in your routine to help you feel better. If you are awake before the sun, treat yourself like royalty by staying in your cozy bed. Or if you're up early, treat yourself to an elaborate breakfast, ideally made by someone else. There's an early morning Moon-Jupiter opposition that can transmit good feelings and the desire to be super generous and kind, but the more nice gestures you make, the more attention you get, which is something that you probably won't want during this aspect. You like doing things for others now because it makes you feel good, not because you want to be recognized for it, and the more thanks you get, the more it actually lessens your experience. But don't try to overcomplicate things too much now. Just after midnight, Mercury in Scorpio squares Neptune in Pisces. We have one more day to go before Mercury completes its post-retrograde shadow, and as it aspects the planet of illusion and delusion, the cosmic messenger seems determined to pack one final punch. Our interactions are confusing and subject to misunderstandings. We are liable to only hear what we want to hear and see what we want to see. Our imagination might lead us into blissful territory, only to dissolve into disappointment when the rose-colored glasses inevitably come off. This is a bad time for giving or receiving advice, which means we would also do well to avoid metaphysical consultations. Even if we receive a cohesive message from a reader, we will filter it through our own optimistic projections, skewing its intended impact. In the evening, the Scorpio moon sextiles Venus in Leo, a good time to lounge with friends and socialize. Although the confusion of the day might linger into the night, there's no reason to keep ourselves isolated if we are aware of the pitfalls of over-idealism. We can certainly get a lot out of our interactions with others now, especially in relaxed conversation. Remember that avoiding gossip and being upfront in our interactions will limit the risk of misinterpretation and invite in goodwill.